people were like totally cut off the connectivity. Like I mean, and yeah.
I mean, in fact, I will even contest, even in the developed world, I mean, the whole network system was under pressure because suddenly a lot of people went online at the same time, and we had bottlenecks. In Luxembourg itself, I mean, I remember that we had online classes going on back then at the university, and when we would just try to log in, and the class would just be buffering. So we would say that, okay, no faces, we just need the presentation,
The peak hours have kind of changed. It's no longer the internet in the evenings, browsing, it's during the day and more constant, I think.
That's all the time.
And the traffic patterns also changed. Like, I mean, a lot of people were not only downloading a lot of content, but people were also kind of uploading a lot of voice and video during their Teams chat and the video conferencing, and also I think this has also kind of put a lot of change in the connectivity arena. Yeah.
And I think that's here to stay to some extent. I think even though we're coming back into the office, I think a lot of people will have hybrid models. That it's shown that we don't have to be in the same location to work effectively or to collaborate. So we can do this, and I think that the pandemic proved what people have been saying for a long time, is that we don't have to be sitting together physically to be able to do things. Now we really do have the technical tools and the connectivity in some parts of the world that we can stay remote to a certain degree. And I think that impact, the acceleration the pandemic had to bring that to the forefront and to make that a reality, that's going to change the landscape for the future as well. And no, we won't stay at home. We'll come back to the office to some degree, but that hybrid model will probably continue to exist for a lot of companies, I would think.
Yeah, I mean,
there's a certain difference in terms of also work-life balance and commuting, and I think also makes it easier for people to live in more rural locations than what it was before. I think it has had a big impact in terms of, well, everything, just from real estate market to how we see, how do you do things at home, how do you you can put your laundry on, you can do a couple of things during the working hours as well, and manage that balance maybe easier than what you did when you had that 1 hour commute to office.
Productivity may even be higher then in that case when you have the increased flexibility.
In my home country, I remember, like, I mean, a lot of my friends who are working in the urban cities like Mumbai and Delhi, they all went back to their rural homes or villages because they no longer need to kind of stay in the city to work. Like, I mean, they can go back and work from their natives, and this has also kind of changed like the economics of working, and as well as kind of, like, I mean, did a lot of impact in the economy, macroeconomy, like, I mean, the rents in the urban cities, like, I mean, the connectivity requirements in the rural areas, everything.
So, I mean, you're an expert on this, like for mobile backhaul. So, was there like a big demand up from the tier 2 cities or the rural areas now during the COVID period? Because these guys, the city guys, like they are moving to the village, they're used to 4G or at least 3G, let's say, in developing countries, and now they have to go to rural regions where we don't have 4G. So I think you may know better, whether we had this requirement there.
Yeah, and that's exactly what happened. In fact, in the recent GSMA conference, like, I mean, the statistics came, like, I mean, the traffic almost increased like 50% during this COVID pandemic, and this is not even, like, I mean, not only the statistics we see, but a lot of our customers have come back to us asking for more capacity because we provide a lot of connectivity in areas like the islands, the Northern American region, in the Alaska region, where people live, like, I mean, 800 kilometers away from the nearest fiber network. So this has happened, and there has been incidents where we could kind of flexibly provide more connectivity capacity to the customers. So we were kind of in a position where we could rapidly raise to the occasion and provide more connectivity to the people where they require.
But the government also did many programs, right? Like, to aid